When you're doing something like hard mewing where the results will take a long time, there's this big problem of losing motivation, losing drive to do it, because you're putting in work, you're putting in effort, but you're not seeing any immediate results. It takes a long time, and this is very disheartening naturally. Sorry, especially in the context of like mewing or hard mewing, because bones take a long time to adapt, and it'll take longer than a gym transformation. It'll take longer than weight loss transformation, and those things take time. How much more trying to change your bones? So what is the key to actually staying motivated, staying driven in such a arduous journey where you have to put in work, but the results don't show as obvious as you want them to be? So the number one key thing that I have learned to do this is to not compare yourself to where you want to be. So don't compare your current self to your end goal. That's what will that's where you feel this agitation of like not making enough progress. You'll feel like a loser, you feel like it sucks, you feel demotivated when you do that. If you constantly compare yourself to who you want to be, where you want to go, and that's because you feel like a loser, you feel like it sucks, you feel like you're putting in so much work but you're not there yet. Instead, what you should do, what I found to be the most motivating way, is instead of comparing who I am right now to where my end goal, compare myself to where I started. So my starting point compared to where I am now, if I compare it to there, that just means that it awakens this sense of progress in me. Like, yes, I'm moving, I'm getting progress, I'm moving forward. And it's a very smart way to keep yourself motivated, which is why you see my profile picture. That was my starting point. I obviously look way different now in terms of facial structure. That's all that changed essentially. And that was when I was 18. And comparing myself to that, that's why I set it as a profile picture, because it just shows how far I've come, even like at personal level, at individual level, how I personally see how far I've come. And that's a great way to frame this journey as well, for you if you want to do it, to always compare yourself to where you started. And this will give you energy, motivation, drive, and the feeling that you're actually making progress. And it's actually a really smart move, because your end goal can change like in instant. You could, oh, I don't actually want to reach this, I want to reach this, or I want to reach this, but in a different, you know, the end goal can always change. Outside circumstances can happen, but your starting point is not relative. It will never change. It's how you started out. So it's concrete, absolute point in time where you could really compare yourself to that point of yours, to that point of time of yours, of that version of yourself, and it'll be concrete and long lasting, and will give you this different level of motivation and drive. And you won't feel agitated, you won't feel this it's taking too long kind of vibe, but you'd feel motivated and driven if you compare yourself to your starting point. And that's what I want to share with you guys. However, the only caveat here is if you don't have a starting point and you are the starting point, you haven't seen any results, even if you've been like mewing for a long time, you've learned about mewing, then that's just a sign that you are not doing it correctly, you're not doing it properly, you're technically doing it wrong. So you can put in much effort as you want. If you're doing it wrong, you won't see good results. But don't worry, I got the guide just for you, just for that problem of not seeing results, not doing it properly. If you want to see that solution, then just click the link in my description below, link in the pinned comments. It's a guide designed exactly for you to actually make results and get results with mewing. So that's the video. Goodbye.